Well, hey there, YouTubers. This is Gator. This here's the Gator Show, and today's a really great day for the shop. I just picked up on sale a nice new Bosch router to replace the one that was going into my router table. Only has a 1/4-inch shank, and I wanted to have a 1/2-inch shank. The other thing that's really good is I have no more room in my electric panel over here, so I got a little sub panel that I'm going to be installing so I can power up the shop. Oh, hey, look who we got here, everybody.
Can you pay a little attention to my girl? She needs her strings restrung and she's a little dirty. Can you just kind of work on her?
Absolutely. Everybody, this is Sylvia, and this is her Taylor acoustic guitar, and she's just asking me to do some work on it. Look what we got here. This is a Taylor GS Mini. This is Sylvia's first and only guitar. You've had it for how long now?
5 years.
5 years. And it needs to be restrung, and so while I have it apart, I'm going to go ahead and check out the whole fretboard, see if there's any frets that need to be dressed, clean it up, polish it, take care of any fret ends that may be there. And then I'm going to give her just a little bit of cleanup, but I don't want to do too much. I don't want to take away the shine that she's starting to get on there from playing. So the only thing we're going to try and remove is a little bit of surface dirt, and so I'm going to go ahead and get to that, and I'm very pleased that she'll let me do this. So we're going to have a good time taking care of it. Bye. Boom.
Boom.
Here I am pulling off her strings, getting her ready to get a good washing. I'm just using some Dawn dish soap and water, some lint-free towels, 4/0 steel wool, and some tape to help protect that body when I start using the wool to polish the frets. Here I'm using painter's tape to protect the body, and I'm also going to cover the sound hole. I'm getting ready to use that 4/0 steel wool, and I'm going to polish those frets. I don't want any of those steel wool shards getting on the body to damage it or getting down into the sound hole. I've cleaned up the workspace and the guitar from all of the steel wool. Now I'm going to turn my attention to the body. There's a couple of spots on the top of the soundboard that I don't really like the looks of, so I'm going to work very carefully and see if I can remove them. Here I'm using a rule as a straight edge in an attempt to get the neck as straight as I possibly can. I need that neck straight so I can use my fret checker tool. So I make adjustments with the truss rod based upon what I see with the rule. Once I'm done with that, I use the fret checker tool. You use that across 3 frets to see if any of them are high. If they are, you just pound them down. And you keep doing this until you've got the whole neck as flat, straight as possible. So you just keep on doing it, and I'm going to save you from having to watch me do that. Meanwhile, as I'm pounding frets down in the shop, our cat Trevor Man is having some high drama upstairs. Meanwhile, back in the shop, I've completed leveling the frets. Now I'm checking the edges of the fretboard where the frets are for any sharp tangs that would be sticking out. I'm going to start to address any of these issues by using a fret crowning file. I'm putting tape on the fretboard to protect it from all the filing that we're going to do. You always want to make sure that you protect that fretboard, especially when one is as pretty as this one is. I'm using a different file now to round the edges of the frets. This is a very fine file and just makes the end of those frets buttery smooth. Again, we got that blue tape on there to help protect that fretboard from all of this filing that we're doing. I'm using that super fine file and my crown fret file, 4/0 steel wool, and some 600 grit sandpaper to get the desired results that I want for these frets. Now this is going to take a while, and so to spare all of you the drudgery of watching this, I'm going to bring this video back when I'm done getting the results out of this that I want. I've finished filing and sanding the frets. It's now time to remove the tape and inspect the fretboard for any damage that I might have done doing all that filing and sanding. I'm not seeing anything that makes me unhappy. She looks really good. And to be honest with you, I'm fairly impressed with the job that I did on the frets. Here I'm doing a final check of all my fret leveling. Oh yeah, now it's time to apply some fretboard oil that I got from StewMac. This is going to make her look great. I'm taking a good look at the tuners. There's some corrosion on there that I don't like the looks of, so I think I'm going to tear them apart and clean them all up. I finally finished Sylvia's guitar and I got it back to her a couple of weeks ago. She's been playing it and now I'd like to see what she thinks about it. Okay, Sylvia.
Hey, Gator.
Had your guitar for a little while now.
I have.
Tell us a little bit about her since you got her back.
Well, first of all, so clean. It made such a difference. New strings, the way that I didn't even realize that there was so much that could be done to a fret, but it just feels fantastic. And her sound is so beautiful. I recognized it, but my guitar teacher did too, even through a computer on a Zoom class. He said, "What's different about your guitar?" And I said, Gator gave her a little love.
What an honor and a joy, and what fun it was to shoot the videos for taking care of this guitar. This was my second video, and I'd like to say to all of you out there who have supported me through what I've done so far, it's fantastic. It's just fantastic. I can't believe it. So hang around. I hope you like what you're seeing, and I'm going to try and drop one about every 2 weeks. So check us out. I'm Gator. Later.